Hey, Grubgun here. I'm back. And I'm here to tell you a story. And it's a story, like all of the good stories in the world, it's about me. So sit back and relax, and I won't take very long, don't worry. I'm not going to fucking make this a 40-minute, horror show where you've got to sit there and listen to me drone on and on. I estimate I'll be done in under 20 minutes. Okay, so where do I start? Let's start with the facts. So I live in Vancouver, BC, which is in Canada, and it has the highest cost of living in all of Canada. You can fucking put that in your Google machine and see if it's true or not. And it also has the highest rents in Canada. Well, I mean, more or less, the highest rent in Canada. But I live here. Me! This guy lives here. In fucking Lotus Land, where, everything's fucking more expensive. Now, I'm not fucking wealthy. I don't have a lot of money. I have money to fucking spend, but I don't have money saved. Like most people who fucking work in shitty jobs. And, granted, my last job as a sprinkler guy, it wasn't a shitty job. I got paid a fair amount per hour, but I didn't work all the time. So putting money away wasn't really something that fucking I could do. I managed to put a little bit away here and there, but, I would then go on vacation and fucking blow the cash. Because, even scum like me needs a break from fucking, doing shit, right? So I'd take a fucking vacation, spend my money. Or buy some kind of a new toy, right? But like all the lower class people in fucking the world, pretty well, I survive on a paycheck to paycheck level, where you basically work at a job. And, granted, I just changed jobs, so I'm not getting paid a lot per hour. My last job, I was getting paid upwards of fucking almost $30 an hour. But, like I said, I'd work 4 hours a fucking day, 3 days a week. You can't fucking live on that. Well, you can, but you're eking out a living. Same thing, paycheck to paycheck existence. So, you work, right? And you save your money every month so that you can pay rent and buy food. And so you have a house so you can sleep and be rested for you to wake up in the morning and then go back to work. And then what you do then is you come home with your money and you save it for a fucking month and you pay rent, and then you have somewhere to sleep so you can then be rested to go to work. And you wash, rinse, and repeat this cycle for your fucking natural life, because there's no possible way of getting ahead in this world. Unless you have some kind of ambition, and I don't even know how to spell ambition. So, I mean, I know it's got a B in it, and a T probably, but apart from that, No, I mean, I've got ideas on how to fucking earn some Skrilla, but, most of them involve doing something wrong. Or, doing something in which I don't have the time to invest in it to actually fucking bring it to fruition, because, hey, I gotta work and shit, right? So I was thinking about that circle of life that I was describing there, the, work, sleep, eat, fucking repeat thing. And I was thinking, well, how do you break that cycle? Apart from winning the lottery or having a rich fucking parents, or like actually thinking about a fucking career when you're younger than 46. How do you do that? And how you do that is you break the fucking cycle. You have to stop doing something in that cycle in order to break it. Now, of course, the easiest thing to do would be to quit my job and live in a shack in the woods and eat, berries and, fruits and fucking squirrels and shit. I don't really want to do that because, if I don't have at least 3 bars of Wi-Fi, as far as I'm concerned, I'm living in a third world country. So what you have to do is you have to stop the or get a better job. Now, I mean, like, what am I gonna do? Go back to fucking irrigation work? Because I'm not doing that. My knees are fucked. I can get down and crawl around on the ground, but it's the getting back up again that's the fucking hard part. And plus, the job that I have now, it's just cushy enough that I don't fucking get miserable having to do it. And, sure, I'm not making a lot of money, but it's barely a job, you know what I mean? And it's a union gig, so after a certain amount of time, they'll be fixing my eyes for nothing and my teeth for nothing, and I'm not going to complain about that, because last time I got fucking fillings, it cost me a fucking wackadoo of money, and glasses cost like a fucking $1,000. So, if they're going to fucking pay for that, or at least pay for half of it, I'm staying in the fucking job, because they'll pay me. They keep on telling me that I'm doing a good job, and if they're nuts enough to fucking say that, they're not going to fire me, well, I'm going to keep fucking working there. So, but what you have to do is you have to stop doing something. You have to be able to save money. Now, how does somebody in the lower class, such as myself, I don't know what you're thinking, gee, Grub, lower class? You're certainly not low class. I mean, look at you. You're sitting around in your fucking Hugh Hefner fucking robe with your fucking smoking your pipe and drinking your fine fucking brandies and cognac, and I mean, that just off frame here, there's a fucking top hat and a monocle that I fucking wear most of the time. If I smoked cigarettes, I'd have it in a holder. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put it'd be disgusting. But so for a low class fucking workaday fella like myself, who's stuck in that rut of fucking living to earn to live, you gotta fucking tie a can to something. So I figured out a scheme. I'm not gonna go into it in great detail because I want to do some kind of a chronicle of that in video format. So I'm not gonna just tell you now and then you're like, well, I don't need to watch any more of his videos because he's fucking lame now. So, I'm gonna kind of ease you into the lameness. But let's just say it involves not paying rent. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, oh, so you're moving back to your parents' house. Lol. No, I'm not moving back to my fucking parents' house. So take that out of your fucking nut. But yeah, if I can stop paying rent to the man, then that means most of the money that I'm making, I can save. There's no longer a fucking cycle that I'm stuck in. You know what I mean? It's where I'm actually in control of the scenario. Now, the bottom line to all this is, I got a lot of shit. And, a lot of shit means a lot of fucking video games. Like, thousands of video games. And you know what's happening with all that video game shit, don't ya? to fund my master plan, I'm selling it. I'm starting with the GameCube shit. So Grub Gun, Mr. was going for a full set of GameCube a couple years ago, is selling all of his GameCube shit. It's gone. I've priced it up. I'm gonna fucking sell it. Same goes with the fucking PS2 shit. Some of the PS3 shit that I haven't played and I'm not gonna play. PS1, Wii, DS, fucking, you name it. It's going. I'm keeping my PS3, my PS4, my Xbox One. I might keep the original Xbox because, you know, I just, for some reason, I have an odd fucking attachment to it that, you know, it's going to be hard to get rid of that shit. And I don't know why. It's still that collector in my head going, gotta keep it, you know what I mean? Fucking stare at it on the shelf. And I mean, like, I ain't going to play any of that stuff, really. But it's like, ugh, I don't want to get rid of it. And I don't know why. Still got to collect something, right? But getting rid of it to fund the project. I'll come up with some clever name for the project and, you know, title videos about it and shit. So, yeah, so I'm selling all my fucking video game shit that I'm not going to use. Let's just put it that way. The shit I'm not going to use. That's what I'm saying. I'm keeping my PS3, my PS4, and my Xbox One because I've got PS4 games, I've got Xbox One games, and PS3 games that I still want to play. Why would I get rid of that shit, right? But anything that I've finished and anything that I'm never going to play or never going to finish or never going to use is going to go. And with the GameCube shit, I mean, you know what fucking GameCube and Nintendo people are like. They'll fucking spend what it's worth to own it. You know what I mean? Sure, there are people who want to fucking, you know, scam you and, you know, what, you're selling Twilight Princess for fucking $40? That's a ripoff. I can buy it elsewhere for fucking $35. Well then, why don't you go fucking over there and buy it? Why are you phoning me? Because you're not going to fucking get it for $35. This is just hypothetical. I don't know how much it's worth. It's over there in a box. But yeah, so, pricing up all my shit. You know, gonna sell it to those voracious fucking nerds who want to fucking stick this shit on their shelf and never play it. Because you know that's what they're doing. I mean, come on, like, you're gonna fucking play Pac-Man Fever or one of those fucking games. Like, seriously, you're gonna get the fucking game, you're gonna slide it into the shelf, and you're gonna fucking wank to it. Be honest. I mean, just be honest. That's what most of the fucking people do who have collections. That's what I have a fucking collection for, is to stare at it. But it's gotta go. Most of my shit has to go. You know what I'm saying? My comfort level has to fucking drop in order for my income level to go up. And that's just the fact of life. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking marry some fucking rich broad, you know? Or magically get some fucking, you know, $4,000 a month job, or win the lotto. It's not gonna fucking happen. You know? You can't win if you don't play. Fuck off. You know? And I'm not gonna wait for somebody to fucking, you know, magically come out of the woodwork, you know, some secret millionaire to fucking give me money. You know, if any of you out there want to give me money, you know, I can hear people fucking unsubbing right now because this ain't. I'm not asking for a fucking handout. I'm selling the shit that I fucking bought when it was cheap, and I'm selling it for like $5 under the fucking regulation price, and then those voracious nerds will be fucking beating down the door with their fucking buggy whip arms. Sell us your games! We want to stare at them! And I'll be more than willing to fucking hand these games over to those fucking goggle-eyed freaks. Because, like I said, sacrifices must be made. And, you know, in a couple of years, if I save up money you know, if my expenses per month are fucking, say I spend $1,000 a month, or not $1,000 a month, but like $400 a month, at the end of the year I'm still gonna have fucking 12 grand, right? Now, normally a person in my situation can't fucking save that much money. It would be impossible. But because I'm gonna break the fucking cycle, I can. Which means that the end game is actually something that can happen. You know what I mean? Where I don't have to bust my fucking hump 24 hours a fucking day just to survive in this fucking world. You understand? So, you see, I've been fucking doing these videos for years. I don't even know how long I've been doing them. And you've all been watching me fucking do shit. Now, I haven't fucking taken my collection and fucking sold it and then bought it all back and sold it and bought it all back. I'm hardcore, dude. I bought shit and I fucking kept it. I've sold a bit over the last couple of years, but it's just shit. Shit that I wouldn't even notice. It never even entered the collection. That's the thing. It just fucking sat there on shelves and fucking I was just like, okay, well, here's a stack of fucking boxed N64 games. Instead of putting them in the closet with the other fucking 25 boxed N64 games I have, I'm just gonna sell them. Made fucking a couple grand off that shit in the last couple of years. But with the GameCube shit, I mean, I'm selling that first. Because it's already boxed up and ready to get out the fucking door. So I'm gonna fucking Craigslist that stuff locally to the nerds. Fucking they can put some cool Skrilla in my hand. And I can start the fucking path to not financial independence, but a form of independence that you can't. It's impossible to achieve for a person in my situation. And so there you go, buds. I'm fucking selling up. I mean, you can laugh it up all you want or say, "Oh, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret selling all that shit." Yeah, what? The shit that's been in fucking storage for the last fucking 2 years that I don't give a shit, that I actually don't give a shit about. Seriously? No. What I give a shit about is not being fucking continuously fucking taken for a mug and fucking being forced into the fucking rat race of life that is seemingly inescapable under normal circumstances. So, you know, I'll still fucking be making videos, I'll still buy shit, but it's shit I'm gonna fucking use. Games I'm gonna actually play. Because I'm a fucking gamer. I'm not a fucking collector. I've said that so many times. I want to play shit. I don't want to fucking stare at shit. You know, part of me does. Part of me still is like, oh god, I want to go out and find shit at thrift stores. But it's just the thrift store fucking thing that I like. It doesn't matter what I find. I mean, fuck, dude. Find all kinds of stuff at thrift stores and I buy it and bring it home. It's 90% of it, more than 90% of it has nothing to do with fucking video games at all. I just like doing it. It's what I do. And now what I do is fucking gonna pay off because I bought most of these games for fucking $2 and $3. And there are some of them that are worth, $50. You know, that's the benefit of fucking getting into something when it was still fucking relatively obscure and unpopular. So, yeah. Selling up. I'm gonna start moving on. You know, Littlest Hobo style, except without, rescuing people and shit. But yeah, like, gotta break the cycle, man. And that journey is starting as far as you're concerned, right now. Or, well, check the date. Whatever the date on the video says. Other people, I've told them my plan, the actual plan, the fleshed out plan that I haven't told you yet. And everyone thinks it's fucking dope. So, I mean, if people, even my parents think it's fucking dope. I mean, my mom is skeptical, but my mom's always been skeptical about shit that I've ever done. But, like, I've asked around, and it seems like a dope plan. If I can get some Skrilla, you know what I'm saying? It's all about the Skrilla. Am I right? No? Okay, so yeah. Fuck off, and I'll be back, and, everything's going forward, and at least it's going forward and not in a fucking circle. I'm cutting the fucking circle right about there, and it's going to be a line or a U or a horseshoe or some, I don't know what shape it's going to be. I'll fucking figure it out later. But yeah, this has been Grub Gun. Fucking thanks for watching, and if it wasn't for people like you, the home viewers, I don't know. I got nothing there. This has been Grub Gut. Fucking sign it out.